for R&B all over my roster. They got options. I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down, they'll start with Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Allen.
Oh, my God. What was that?
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on third. Finding Knox there, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that. If they knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
The surprising opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On play action, Prescott. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Neville Gallimore on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Allen going to throw.
Interception.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik.
My fault.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That'll be taken.
That's crazy.
Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. Elliott running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 29, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
What's up, my boy?
Now Prescott on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out.
Let's go. Good tackle. Good tackle.
At the line on 4th down. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back.
I got you.
In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
You playing Madden?
Some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Stephon Diggs, 60 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Let's go.
Coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip? Trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
All right, let's go.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize the running game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
First down, Prescott being chased out left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second down, Prescott again, rolling to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott down.
Let's go.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Let's go, boy.
The overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They run here with Singletary. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go.
He fights his way into the
Let's
end
go.
zone for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the
Let's
head coach
go.
handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete.
Bro, just quit. It's over with.
And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started.
Hit that sub and like for your boy.
What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of
Come
them.
on.
Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me. Talk from a sit there that we when I kick to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the pauses if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only kill out with a pain till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got no grip. Rag on no petty. Lips like talk with that on your hip. You ain't gon' rip it up. Pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. When you see not equivalent. Really bad. Looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you come in if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Tell that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. It's complete to Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under a heavy rush.
What was that?
He goes. Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Come on with that.
And they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Got to make that a second sack here on the first drive out defensively, and have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They're going option play.
What was that?
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now it's Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure.
Jackson hit, and he lost the
football. Let's go.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, he was having success there, holding on to the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, my God, bro. I hate Matt.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
That blitz.
Shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal at the 1. Jackson will keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The quarterback will
bro, this be crazy.
Will get in to make it 8-0. Play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me.
Appreciate it.
2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
Allen now on first down. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Good catch.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary.
Let's go, boy. We needed that. Let's go.
Into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 27 yards. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in the playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
I don't know what the heck.
It's a room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Give them 32 on the play. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good.
It's crazy.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are in for 6. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
Don't make no sense.
This is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill through camp, and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen.
What?
Incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
Going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. I'm glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Let's go. Let's go.
Torn back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Allen.
Let's go.
Loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play.
That's what I'm talking about, because I thought I was going to lose.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Then we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never rap, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of chocolate dice. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Right to the air is Carr. And his first look is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They go with Jacobs. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Right back to Singletary on second down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. On the give, this is Singletary.
Hey.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you
how your day going?
About that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me,
that's good. Make sure you have a good weekend now.
Wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 20.
Adios, amigo.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, staying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get to jump in the course, follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form. She'll prosper, be Don't live in my roster. They got options. I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar. Applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Running my closet. Go need a doctor. Go need a doctor. Go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah, that's the best time to get it, for real, for real. You already know, half off.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
That's crazy. Make sure you hit that sub link.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They go play action with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Markel Lee buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing on second and long.
What?
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. On the move past the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got him.
Let's go.
Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 76 yards. And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow on first down. Slant pass to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Oh, good catch.
As he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm one, Rick. Hey, gotta go score. Let's go.
To the air again, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he is going to lose yardage here. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
oh my God, are you serious?
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Open man, it's complete to Evans. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Burrow looking to pass. And he is out of bounds here.
What?
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. to the air. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if
let's go. I needed this. I needed this.
Yeah, they want to have
I needed this.
Response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He's got room past the 30. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards. Midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left.
That's crazy.
Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted.
Thank you.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, when you're catching it with your hands and cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. It's caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the
Let's
rest of the team
go.
relaxed, too.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Dancing to his left.
Oh, my God.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
Why?
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That hurt it.
Time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. It completes it to Boyd. And some room to roam now. And
this is
pass
crazy.
Before he's out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here we go with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Burrow going for it on 4th. That's the tight end.
Thank you.
He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up
That hurt it.
Apple. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mixon will try the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, they'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
Oh, my God, that could have been inner.
Now Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a quarterback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the quarterbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best one...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson, option right. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They go right back to Singletary. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. throw with Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Off play action. Allen out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down and goal. Wilson forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4th down, here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Allen. This one caught by Crowder. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. To throw, it's Allen. He's got room past the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A give up. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. off, it's Singletary. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. Scoring has really been at a premium. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on to ride nobody way, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart gonna beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, the hits it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. ps5, I was stopping for.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Williams. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. On second down, Aramu Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Standard of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mariota now. That's into the hands of Evans. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick him. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and this return is going to be hunted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen Going deep for Diggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Micah Hyde. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. We're scoreless after 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Singletary. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Allen. first down. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Being chased out left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A solid stiff arm. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Here's Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Allen taking it himself, and he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a run with Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 80 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Singletary again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, this is Singletary. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To run Moss. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.